Yeah,
Heavy
there's.
fizzy glass. It's a
Yes. It doesn't end well, I can tell you that much.
Can he see on it or make discern if there's anything in it that would seem of additive quality that would make someone addicted to it?
No addictive qualities to it.
Okay.
So while everyone is sitting there talking about what they think is made up and this and that, Cross is gonna walk up and lick it.
I licked it, so it's mine.
Well, it is her pastry. It's iron wrapped only mine. So I'm just gonna walk up and lick it. And
Okay, so
see
like
what happens.
the meat portion in the middle, because this is like it's not like a pot pie. This is like think like a pecan pie, but it's like a pecan pie with mincemeat in the middle.
Or like a Jamaican patty kind of thing.
Yeah.
Jamaican meat.
So are you looking like the meat top or like the side? The pastry crust.
The crust. I'm gonna lick the crust.
It tastes like pastry crust.
Nothing happens to me.
Pretty good. It's kind of buttery. It's.
It actually tastes like something.
Yeah.
Burton, this has flavor.
That's
I will-
dangerous.
I will open my pastry and take a bite.
I need a
Right, it's a
constitution. I need a con saving throw from everybody that takes a bite.
And rip Burton.
Yeah, let me get that video ready. I don't remember what the video is, but it's like
He's doing.
Cross takes a bite too because Burton did.
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Sparkle
He-
says stop.
He's laughing. That's not good.
I'm laughing because it's like a 22 and a 7. I mean, it's just like one is
Congress
almost
would also
guaranteed
like
to
to-
beat everything, and like the other one is guaranteed to fail everything. I mean,
Did that,
Cyrus would also
did
like
that
to step
Danish...
up and take a bite, so I'm gonna roll one too. Because that is 100% what he would do.
This has flavor, guys.
I
Flavor
Sparkle ran
down
over
right
and
now.
kicked Burton in the chest to stop him from to stop him from eating anymore.
all right, now I can send you guys this.
I gotta say, did that Danish have any cheese on it? Cheese doesn't sit too well with me.
Okay. So here's what happens. So Croth and Valorous both take a bite, and they're kind of like, pretty tasty. It's pretty good. It's some good meat, good sauce, everything like this. Burton's like, huh, and falls over flat on the ground.
Oh shit!
Can I do a
What
medicine-
about
Can I do
what
a
about
me-
the test kick?
Can I-
What?
Can I do a medicine check on him?
Sure.
All right.
He's still alive, right?
Well, that's what I'm gonna medicine check. Because if he's dying, I'm gonna have to put my tongue down his mouth to resuscitate him.
He's only faking being dead.
He just
Great.
wanted the kiss.
I rolled a 5.
I can't find his pulse. Where is his pulse? How do I find a pulse?
I like the seagull in Little Mermaid where you're listening to the bottom of his foot.
So Cicero's over there, like with his fingers like up on his temples, saying, "I can't find his pulse right now."
Cicero, that's my temple.
Oh yeah, you didn't have any. I'm sorry. Where were we? What were we doing?
So
Oh yeah, the dead guy.
Sparkle is saying
No,
that she
no.
rolls him over and
With 2 full.
tries to get him to spit it out.
well, he already swallowed it. Like it already went down the hatch. Like it's going down the. So, Burton, for the next 7 hours, as this is
Why does Burton always get drugged and knocked out?
for the next 7 hours, you are going to be incapacitated by this dream pastry.
Again? Well,
That's impressive.
you are always asleep, and I'm partially to blame for
Oh
that.
my god!
But Burton, I'm
Every
going to send you
time.
some. I'm going to send you something in Discord right now, Burton. So hang on one second.
You know, it's just about nighttime, and we're just about to take a long rest. So 7 hours isn't that bad.
No,
Yeah, I mean,
I know, but I love
you're just
every
getting some
time
sleep.
that you just get fucking knocked out or incapacitated or something happens like this.
Out of character, this is totally what I thought Canoon was going to be doing the entire time.
Yeah. One question for the DM: did it at least taste good?
Oh, it was so freaking delicious. It was like the best thing you've ever tasted.
Worth it.
And literally, you are. I'm gonna send it. Hang on, I'm about to send this to you. It'll make more sense.
I hurt my hands from clapping too much.
I hope when you wake up, Valorous, yeah,
Special character mixed
Just
in. You know.
worth.
So Roth is actually going to drop her pastry thing and go over to Burton and just gotta pick him up and gently shake him to try to wake him up.
I'm
like,
just gonna be staring into nothing and smiling and laughing at
Hey,
assuming
Like a
nothing.
ragdoll.
Yep.
Okay.
Pete, I still have detect magic up. Does it look like that Burton has a magical aura around him right now?
Oh yeah, it's glowing.
Okay, I just say, hey, I don't know what's wrong with Burton, but he is in his enchantment again.
Can
Pete.
you see one on me? And I look at Valorous like to see if you look different.
Pete, it's enchantment magic still on him, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and is there enchantment magic on the other two?
No.
Okay. He is sufficiently enchanted with whatever was in that lovely pie that everyone wanted to buy.
He seems to be enjoying it.
He will probably be in this state until this spell wears off. Maybe by dawn? Who knows? If it's not by dawn, I highly recommend that Maya and I crunch our magical potential to make sure that this is not going to stick with him longer than that.
If he doesn't wake up by dawn, we have a problem. Got it.
Correct.
Cross is gonna look at Burton's pastry. Does his look different than mine?
Nope.
I didn't get it. No! Son of a bitch.
What?
So,
I think Drew died.
He's playing Overwatch.
I look at Arena. How safe do you feel traveling with us?
Well, I mean, if you're willing to test things out before I eat it, I'm pretty safe right now.
Okay.
Valorous, in case you missed it, you were just kicked in the shin.
Are we content with resting for the evening now that we've experimented with new things?
Yeah, Croft picks up Burton and she's just gonna look at the group. I'm gonna take him upstairs, keep eye on him.
Oh,
Okay. So Croft and Burton head upstairs. Cicero's. Oh well. Does anyone else want to do anything before just settling
Maya-
for bed, sort of thing?
Maya wants to try something real quick. She had a stint in a dimension at one point everybody swore this was the end all be all thing to wake somebody up. So she goes over and kneels down next to the unconscious dude. And she kind of grimaces and she leans over and she gives him a kiss. And she says, "What's up?" Nothing happens. And she shrugs. Wrong universe.
You kissed him before I picked him up. Gonna look at you like Croft is
Oh,
just
no, she
staring at
followed
you
you.
like
I thought you said him down like, okay, I'm imagining things. I'm sorry.
that actually works out better because now Croft is staring at you like
Cicero's
to
gonna. Cicero's just be like, consent wasn't given, but I'm not going to say anything.
I need to get knocked out more often.
So are we good with trying these things tonight?
Let's see. Sparkle takes the pastry and tosses it in the fire.
Good call.
Good vote.
It suddenly smells like on fire mincemeat and pastry.
There you go.
Yum.
That's a pretty good smell.
What?
Yeah, I was
good
gonna say
smell.
that's not the worst smell.
Does anyone want to do anything before the end of the night? If no, Cicero has one more thing to do.
so. Before Croft went upstairs, would I have seen her throw the pastry in the fire? Probably, right? Since
Yeah.
Maya just kissed her. Him, Burton.
Whoa.
Before I actually go upstairs, I'm just gonna. Perhaps we should save one pastry to do more looking at, just in case we cannot wake up Burton.
This pastry is like the best MacGuffin I've ever had in the game.
Burton has no regrets if it tasted good. That's and the
There
dream
you
is
go.
quite pleasant as well, so he actually is quite fond of this experience.
Crowd, the
yeah.
only reason she keeps getting Burton hurt or fall unconscious. Not
So,
really hurt. You're sleeping.
so Sparkle is asking Cicero about finding this pastry lady again. Cicero would respond, well, if we're going to deliver Irina to Valaki, and she said that her home was not nearby, assumingly it would either be in Valaki or in a middle ground in between. Since Valaki is a couple days' journey, I don't believe that she would make this trek this late in the night with a couple days' journey, so maybe it's sometime within the next day or so, but I'm not certain. I'm assuming we could find her again. I don't imagine that many people walk door to door and knock and ask if people want to find pastries.
Yeah, she kind of stands out.
She was also very eager not to provide her name, so...
Well, I mean, she did just roofie one of you, so, you know. All right, so what are we doing the rest of the night? Anybody got anything else? Cicero, yes, you with the hand up in the back of the class.
I want to talk to Irina.
All right. No, she will not go to the school dance with you.
Irina, I know that you mentioned that there was a possibility that you seems to sense some familiarity with my violin, but not so much so that you knew what it all was. That's correct in saying, yes?
Yeah, it feels familiar. I don't know if that makes sense.
It does. Sometimes there are things that are blocked in our memory, whether we intend to do it or not. To be honest with you, I have things I wish I could block out, but I didn't. And they are fresh in my mind. But if for whatever reason you're able to sense or remember something about this violin, please let me know as soon as you can. It's extremely important to why I'm here. Not that delivering you safely is not important to me at this point in time, but I came here with a purpose, and this is important to me to resolve. If you know anything, if you can remember anything, this is the first solid lead I have in years.
Well, she looks kind of pensive and I'll do my best. I can promise you that. I can't guarantee anything, but I'll try.
Okay. And as we've already discussed, we will all make sure that you are safely given to Valaki, delivered to Valaki, if that is the safest spot for you. If we find out more information along the way that this abbey is a better place, we can bring you there. But ultimately, helping you hurts our enemy in this. And we've already made the agreement with your brother. Anything that you can tell me along the way about things you might remember or feelings you might feel about this specific instrument would be extremely helpful. But I'm not going to put the pressure on you. Just if it comes up, please let me know.
I will. And thank you and the rest of your friends for helping me on the way. My own personal squad of heroes.
They're pretty good people. I'm pretty impressed by all of them in their own ways.
They're unique.
I'll have to write a story about them at some point.
Well, don't leave me out of the book.
Of course, you will be the pearl that is being searched for, and shall not be gained by our enemy.
The book being titled "There and Hopefully Never Back Again."
Yeah.
So as she starts to walk towards the stairs, looks back, and just kind of sort of winks at Cicero. Well, that sounds like a good start for your book. Now, if you all will excuse me, I'm going to go get some rest before we venture out in the morning.
Cicero just kind of nods at her and doesn't seem to make much acknowledgement in the fact that she winked at him. And he'll sit down and just keep eye out for as long as possible before he decides to head in for the night.
Is anybody else doing anything for the next couple of hours before bed, or is everybody just going up and crashing? Are we
He's
leaving?
actually the master of low ground. It's not high ground.
Yeah, no, Valorous is just going to sleep as soon as humanly possible.
Okay.
Cross is
Low ground.
Canoon carries a brooding Sparkle up the stairs to go to nap time.
Why do I envision like Sparkle seated in like a cross-legged style, and you literally just like pick Sparkle up in cross-legged position and
Yep.
carry her up the stairs like that?
In my
because
hand.
she is.
Yeah, exactly. She just confirmed it too.
Yeah, she kicked Valorous in the
Yes.
shin, and then she walked over and
Exactly.
glared at me, and then she went and sat cross-legged next to Maya.
I think I was kicked while I was unconscious.
I also imagine that Ismark comes back at some point.
Well, that's where I was getting with this. So
Okay.
at about 10 or 11 o'clock, everybody that went to bed pretty quickly is going to miss this. But
Okay.
Ismar does actually come back in kind of late, looks kind of inebriated, actually.
Okay, because I was saying that Cicero is still keeping watch.
Yeah, so you would have seen him come in. Sparkle, you would have heard the door open because Sparkle don't sleep. And Sparkle don't sleep. That could be a good parody of Papa Don't Preach.
Yeah.
Sparkle don't sleep. Oh, sorry. Moving on. But he's kind of, you undead bastard. Bed.
Do you want some
And with that-
stew before bed?
No, had the last of some crackers. I'm rather full right now, and bed. Stumbles up the stairs, ka-clump, misses one, and sort of like falls down going up the stairs.
Cicero will sort of head up and put his arm over him. Let's get you to bed then, friend.
Brave adventurer, thank you.
I am just a simple musician, but I'm happy to help you, Ismark. You've been protecting your sister for long, and if this is how you like to relieve stress, I don't blame you.
Put my father in the ground today.
That's true. That did happen.
Thank you.
Fortunately for you, that means that you can now step out of the shadow. Is that not correct?
Yes, the world will tremble at the name of Ismark once again.
Well, they don't need to tremble. We already have an individual that they tremble at. Maybe provide hope to a village that already has so little.
I'll slay him where he sleeps.
I highly believe you will not remember this conversation tomorrow, so I know that my words are falling on semi-deaf ears.
Where he sleeps with a stick. I'll kill him with a stick.
With a stick, noted.
On a steak.
Let's get you to bed, Ismark.
I mean, he is like sloshed out. I mean, like, you probably don't even know how he managed to find his way back to the house, realistically.
Can I
He's
also
just-
like grab a bowl for once I settle him in bed? Can I also grab a bowl, i.e., fizz style, and put it beside him in case he needs it?
Yeah, for sure.
For those that don't get that reference, Fizzy was saying he was sick earlier, so that way he needs a bowl right next to him.
Yeah. Yeah, you find you find a nice shallow. It's kind of shallow, but it's still a pail.
Yeah.
Um,
It's better than puking
Yeah.
just on the flat floor.
exactly. So you put that next to him, and he sort of like falls face forward onto the bed, and very quickly is asleep.
Great. I guess I'll just look at Sparkle on the way, which it makes it difficult with a one-sided conversation, but I'll just ask, Sparkle, I think I'm about to head in myself. Do you mind keeping watch for the rest of the evening?
No, I don't mind at all.
Okay. Well, we have an early day tomorrow. Perhaps we should. I'm going to head in, and then in the morning we can work on Irina's ensemble. And I just give her a bow, and I head to bed.
Sparkle gives you a thumbs up.
I see that now.
I was trying to do my best, like
That
Blue
wasn't bad.
/ Sparkle impersonation. I was trying to do it well.
It wasn't bad.
Probably good, like 3 stars out of 5. I mean,
that's probably more close to an undead Sparkle, I would assume.
Yeah.
well, I mean, considering the circumstances.
Did the vocal cords hold up?
Well, I mean, they might be exposed. I don't know what skin selection Sparkle used at character creation.
So we all get our rest.
All right. So here's what happens: is everybody other than Sparkle is going to sleep? Correct.
Well,
Yeah.
how late is it? Because Cross stays up for quite a bit, just kind of watching over Burton.
That's my question. How late is everybody staying up tonight?
I mean, if Ismark came back at 11 o'clock and I put him to bed, I would probably stay up till midnight, and then after that, I would probably go to bed, so that way I would get an 8-hour sleep.
And Cross would probably start nodding off.
Okay, so Croth, you're up till about midnight, about the time Cicero crashes. Okay. So interesting thing happens, okay, at midnight. And the first interesting thing that happens is, first of all, because Burton passed out at about 5:30.
Yeah, like 6 o'clock-ish, yeah.
Yeah, but being a monk, it burns off a little bit faster than you would have expected. And Burton actually wakes up with a jolt at 11:58 p.m. precisely. And after people are kind of like, the hell, everybody starts seeing through the window, upstairs, downstairs, everywhere, a bright green light start emanating from the graveyard. And as you all go to the windows, everybody that's awake, mind you, you see this light kind of, it's almost like an Aurora Borealis style light, to where it's there, but there's nothing that it's emanating from.
At this time of day.
Yeah, and right at midnight, right as the bells ring, from the light emerges people, what appears to be people. It's just a procession of people. However, they're ghosts. And there's wavering images of women running through with great swords and men walking around with slender bows, dwarves with glittering axes, and very archaically dressed mages with beards and strange pointed hats. And not just this, but more, as they start marching from the graveyard. They start going through the city streets, and they actually pass through as we're watching. So they come through the graveyard, start coming through the city streets here, pass down through Main Street, pass right in front of the house, and out into the beyond. And they start vanishing out into the countryside.
Interesting. Any,
Cross
Why are we
is gonna turn and look at Burton. Are you
guess.
okay? Did you see this?
Am I still dreaming? Because it looks like there's, ghosts outside.
So who's trying to follow this procession of people as they march through?
Like, what